I'll tell you another very interesting story about a very interesting person whose name is Gordon Louis Pugh. Have you heard of global warming? Gordon Louis Pugh, by profession, is a lawyer. But what he has done is incredible. His hobby is nature, adventure, and he likes to swim. He is the only person alive who has swam for more than a kilometer in every ocean of the world. Which means, even in the Arctic and the Antarctic oceans, which is fundamentally an ocean of ice, he has swum for more than 1 kilometer. I'll tell you something very interesting. He went on a trip to the North Pole, and there the guide told him, looking at the polar bears out there, that do you know the percentage of polar bears in the last 10 years have dropped by almost 40% because of global warming. What earlier would be 6 feet of ice, today is empty expanse of water. And very soon, enough tsunamis are going to be created in almost all the coastlines of the world, unless somebody wakes up to the danger which is happening. Now, many of us know these things and we just listen, ha, theek hai, interesting, okay, done, because we are not directly affected. But there are some people who assume moral courage. They want to correct that which they believe is wrong. So Gandhi is doing his good practice out there in South Africa, but he assumes moral courage to correct the wrong which is happening in his country, not thinking about himself. He devotes himself to a cause. Gordon is a person in the same lines. The guide showed him the polar bears walking on ice and said, do you know over there the ice is so thin, if a human being walks on that, the ice will crack, break, and the human being will fall in water down. But God-given creation's marvel, polar bear with more than 200 kgs of body weight can walk on that crust and the ice does not break. How? Scientists have not been able to understand. So it's a sight to see. The guide also told him, in the last 10 years, the number of penguins in the North Pole has become 1/3. Such beautiful creations, penguins. But it's become 1/3. Gordon Louis Pugh decided that I want to attract the entire world's attention to this, especially the politicians and the industrialists. You know what he did? He decided to swim in the Arctic Ocean. To tell you a small detail, have you seen this movie Titanic? People died over there. They fell in water and they died because the water was cold. And the temperature of water there was between 5 and 6 degrees centigrade. And what's the water temperature in the Arctic? Minus 1.7. At 0 degrees, what happens? Water becomes ice, right? And if that water is at minus 1.7, can you imagine the state? Any moment it will become ice. Maybe some impurities, maybe some chemicals is keeping it from becoming solid ice. He decided to swim in that. They did a test swim. He swam for about 5 minutes in the test swim. He wants to swim at least 1 kilometer, and 1 kilometer will take not less than 20 minutes. He swam for 5 minutes. After 5 minutes when he came out, his whole body had expanded. His fingers had become big like sausages. They were drooping like this. He was wearing goggles and he wanted to tell people, please take off my goggles, but the voice came like, the voice box has expanded. Human body is 70% water. Blood, water, liquid. It's becoming like ice. Doctors, the medical team, the coach, the media of the world who was present over there to see this said, give up. It's very difficult. Give up. It's impossible. Gordon Louis Pugh asked them, can you tell me a better way to attract the attention of the whole world to what is happening? There are 99 reasons why I should give up. But there is one reason why I want to go ahead. And that one reason is for the sake of the whole humanity. Let me find out how to make it possible. Don't tell me it's difficult. I'm willing to do the difficult thing. Tell me how to make it possible. That's the point. He worked with his team, with the coach, the doctors. And then a day came when he swam that 1 kilometer in a little more than 19 minutes. If you go to his website, gordonlouispugh.com, I think is the website, you will see comments by Bill Gates, Steve Jobs. You will see comments by Bill Clinton, George Bush. You will see comment by the Pope, Bishop Desmond Tutu, Nelson Mandela. You will see comments by rock stars and film stars, which means by that one swim, he got the attention of the whole world. And that was his objective. Many industrialists shut down their plants which was emitting a lot of polluting air, and they credited it to this swim. Who has control over their life? Who makes things happen? It is never those who say it's difficult or it's impossible. It is always those who say it's possible. We need more such people who say it's possible. And that is what will create the future. I can narrate to you so many stories of so many people who have done incredible things because the way they looked at something is, it's possible.